All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahawah, BaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaShem, Makak, Wadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of MILLSTONE, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And I'm going to start this lesson off with a precept. All right, so this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 27. For the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. All right, so going into idolatry, all right, and like it says in Psalm 96 chapter in the 5th verse, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh hath made the heavens. All right, so what happens is pride. All right, pride kicks in, and like it says, which would be my next precept, Sirach the 10th chapter. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. Okay, and takes heed onto these seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. All right, because that's all it is. All right, all these other doctrines are doctrines of devils. Okay, and it all goes to rebellion. Okay, because as scriptures say, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and we know scriptures say, "Suffer not a witch to live." All right, so basically, what these idol gods are off brands of the Most High. All right, because everything that these idols promise, all right, they promise prosperity, they promise power, they promise security, all right, and safety. All right, they promise all these things. All right, but the Most High has already promised these things onto his children. All right, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, but again, going into the beginning of pride is when one departeth away from the Most High. All right, they think there's a better way. All right, they try to sneak in some other way. Okay, all right, they want the easy way. They want the easy way out. All right, and basically, these idol gods are basically off brands. So you got Air Jordan, then you got Air Bud. All right, the Most High is the cream of the crop. As high as it goes. That's why it's called the Most High. All right, but as Wisdom Solomon 14 chapter says in 27 verse, for the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. All right, named the beginning of evil. Okay, because what happened, all right, in the beginning with Adam and Eve. All right, they took heed to what? All right, the doctrine of devils. All right, they were, they were beguiled by Satan. Okay, using him and his deceitfulness. All right, and took heed to another doctrine. They took off that covering. All right, that's why they were naked. All right, they were naked in the garden. They were found naked because they were not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, so that's evil. Okay, worse, because all these doctrines, these ways of life, these philosophies, all go back to demons. All right, these are demons. Okay, and they entice you, and they seduce you into worshiping them. All right, and these things are real here. All right, because this whole world is ran in that vibration. All right, Job 9 and 24. All right, all these demons have different names. All right, and different titles, and they look different. They're crafted different. All right, but they're all go back to the same. They go back to the same demon. All right, go back to the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, being the adversary. All right, because this is the condition of the battle. All right, good is set against evil. All right, evil against good. All right, these two forces are opposing, are against each other. All right, and again, this is the whole vibration that's over the entire earth. Okay, so all these again, all these philosophies, these ways of life, all right, all goes back to one category. It goes into evil. All right, again, it says, for the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning. All right, broke that down. The cause. All right, the cause. All right, why is it the cause? Okay, because these idols allow you to do wickedness. All right, these idols allow you and say it's okay and justify you to do do after the ways of the most do away from the ways of the Most High. All right, which is obviously evil. All right, there's no other way. All right, there's no other way to live righteously besides following after the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, but these idols, these deities, say otherwise. Okay, so they allow you to commit adultery. They say it's okay to commit murder. They say it's okay to make wicked sacrifices. They say it's okay to eat abominations. All right, because all these idols allow you to do is do wickedness. That's it. All right, there's no righteous idol. There's no such thing. All right, that's all made up. All right, you're in your mind. You're saying what you're doing is okay. All right, but again, these idols have no power. All right, they were created by man, and they were not from the beginning. All right, the Most High is the Alpha and the Omega. All right, the beginning and the ending. These idols were made by man. They have a birth date. All right, they were created. All right, because like scriptures say in the Ecclesiastes, the Most High made man upright, but he has sought out many inventions. All right, these idols go back into inventions. Okay, the Most High did not sanction these things. All right, he said to worship me and none else. All right, because there is none else. All right, he said there's no God beside me. Okay, he said there's no God with me. Slack it. I'm gonna bring that out too. All right, but I'm gonna go move on to the next precept, which I quoted. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 12. For the beginning of pride is one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker. All right, and that's a demon that hops on you. All right, to turn away from the power of the Most High. Okay, because that's foolishness. Okay, but we all fell from that. All right, we're all to blame. Okay, that's why we're in the state we're in now. All right, but this is all according to the plans of the Most High. We had to learn good and evil so that we can be true judges. All right, but it's locking in the last part. In Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, 27 verse, it says, for the worshiping of idols. The last part I broke it down: the beginning, the cause, and then the end. All right, the worshiping of idols is the end of all evil. All right, that's where we are right now. All right, we are in the end of wickedness. All right, because why? Because Esau is the end of the world. All right, Esau is that seed of the wicked. Okay, and that seed of the wicked, what? He pushes out wickedness. All right, and that vibration is over the face of the earth. Why? Because he is in power. He's in rulership. All right, but he has an end. All right, again, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Jacob is a representation of who? The righteous. All right, that righteous seed going to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the people of the covenant, the people of the promise, the children of the Most High. Okay, the children of the righteous. Okay, that's why this is all happening in the world. All this chaos. It's only going to ramp up and get worse. Why? Because wickedness is getting put out. All right, all these worshiping of idols getting put out. All right, because Most High is getting ready to show us power. All right, and I'm gonna get into that. All right, because this is gonna go perfect. All right, so this is going back to Sirach chapter 10, and I'll read verse 12 again. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. Okay, so worshiping an idol is off the rip a sin. So all you do when you worship these idols is what? You pour out abominations. You pour out things that are not profitable onto you. Okay? Pour out things that the Most High said is not okay to do. Okay? And it's not good for your health. All right? Because at the end of the day, you will be destroyed. Okay? Read again. This is Sirach chapter 12 and verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin. All right? And the wages of sin is what? Is death. Okay? You sin, you die. Plain as that. All right? I'll read again. Sirach chapter 10 verse 13. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. All right, so think about all the old ancient wicked kingdoms of the past. Okay, and even our own people. Okay, think of 70 AD. All right, when there's no respect to persons in judgment. All right, when the Most High don't care. You break his rules, he breaks you. All right, and he destroys you. Okay, because he explicitly says and constantly tells you what not to do and what is okay to do. Okay, and it's a cause and effect kind of thing. You do wrong, you get wrong. You do right, you get right. Okay, and this is some elementary type stuff, but Salakia, but just showing to you that this these defiant spirits are powerful. Okay, because even in our highest, going back to the beginning, in the ancient times when we were in the time of Adam, right? Even we still then, when we were in a much higher vibration, higher frequency, a higher self, all right, we still went off. So what more in this time? All right, but going back to this precept, for the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. So going back to these ancient kingdoms, all right, think of a prime example is ancient Egypt. Think of those strange calamities. All right, the water got turned to blood, the locusts, the apparitions, the death of the firstborn, pestilence. They had boils and stuff. Okay, think of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, fire and brimstone. Okay, and now what more in this time in the most wicked kingdom ever to exist on the planet Earth? All right, nuclear missiles. That's a strange calamity. All right, that's a strange calamity. All right, seeing heaven rolled together as a scroll. Okay, that's strange. Okay, that's unheard of. Right, but why? Because this place pours out nothing but abominations. Look at the state of this earth. This is not life, all right? This is hell, okay? But it's hell to who? It's hell to us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because it's not our place of rest. This is not how the earth's supposed to be governed, okay? But this is what happens when wickedness is in authority. And this all goes back to why? Because we went off, okay? But the Most High is getting ready to, as he did in ancient Egypt, getting ready to get us out of modern day Egypt, which is so-called America. Okay? Because there's a certain point in time for our punishment, and we're here to learn from our mistakes, not keep doing the same thing over and over and over. And that's what's been happening. Every captivity, the same thing is happening. Every captivity, the same thing is happening. All right? The Most High delivers us from the hands of our enemies. We get put back in our land, and then over a matter of time, all right, we just start going off again. Okay. But this is that last time, all right, because what I brought out was in the 14th chapter, all right, for the worshiping of idols is the end of all evil. Okay, and we're at the end of evil. Okay, so this is Deuteronomy chapter 32, and start at verse 39. It's in the point, Slakia, those strange calamities, okay? Because the Most High raises these kingdoms up. Why? To show his power, all right? Because every so once in a while, the world, the earth, needs a reminder, all right, who runs things, okay? Because that's why it says in Sirach, the 16th chapter, the Lord hardened Pharaoh, so what? So that his powerful works might be known to the world. And that's ready to happen again, okay? On a global scale, all right, being the day of the Lord, okay? When the fashion of this world is getting ready to pass away. What? Meaning the ways of this world, wickedness is going to pass away, all right? So this is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. There is no God with me, okay? Because what does that mean? These idols that you worship, they don't exist. They're demons. You're being played, okay? You're being played, all right, and you're being tricked, okay? Because why am I bringing this precept out? Because the Most High is doing all these things around the world, these calamities, all right, like you hear about in Matthew's 24th chapter, all right, throughout the scriptures, okay, he gives you signs and seasons, all right, 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, He gives you us signs and seasons so that what? So that we know when he's getting ready to return. Okay, and so that morally, so that he gets the glory, so that his name is on it. That's why it says in Isaiah 48th chapter, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee before it came to pass. I shewed it thee, right? Least thou shouldest say, mine idol hath done them, and my graven image and my molten image hath commanded them. So the Most High is leaving it that there's nobody else besides him that's doing these things. Okay, so that they say, surely the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, is what? Is the God of all gods, all right? All right, Lord of lords, King of kings, okay? YAHAWASHI, all right? Okay, because the Most High is the one that is from the beginning. Again, these idols are created now. It says that in Isaiah 48:7. They are created now and not from the beginning. Okay, so you're worshiping wood and stone, something that has no life in it, and you being greater than that idol. Okay, it has power because you give it power. That's what these demons do. They absorb energies. Okay, they take energies. Okay, that a demon cannot have power over you if you don't submit to it. Okay. And that's why we have the name, that the name is so powerful. Okay, and that's where we're falling after righteousness. All right, because that is our defense. Okay, you can't fight wickedness with wickedness. All right, you have to fight righteousness with wickedness, just as you can't fight darkness with darkness. You have to fight light with darkness. Okay, because again, going into the really this spiritual battle that we're in right now, right? Spiritual war. Okay, but going back to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Okay, nobody can resist the will of the Most High. Okay, the Most High creates light and creates darkness. Okay, so all these demons you worship, indirectly, you're still worshiping the Most High because you're proving his power. Okay, there's nothing on this earth, that isn't bent by the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, even the sun, even the moon, the stars, they don't do their own thing. Okay, the sun comes up when it's supposed to come up, and it's never late, and it's never early. It's always right on time. Same with the moon. Same with the position of the stars. Okay, same with the seasons. So what more, man? These powerful forces cannot resist the will of the Most High. Think of ocean currents. Think of tempests. Think of earthquakes. Okay, think of things like that. Think of these powerful creatures here on earth. Think of lions. Think of tigers. Okay, think of orcas and blue whales and these powerful forces on the earth. Think of Leviathan. So what more, man? Okay, Most High says, I kill and I make alive. So when you see a newborn child being born, all right, the Most High said that was okay to do. All right, he sanctioned it. If a man dies in a, so to say, untimely death, is it untimely? No, the Most High is always on time. Everything he does is ordered. There is no spontaneous nothing. Okay, there's no such thing. Everything is ordered. All right, there's no such thing as randomness, no such thing as coincidence. Okay, these are all superstitions and precepts of men. All right, but let me just hurry up and close this out. All right, this is I'll continue. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to heaven, and I say, I live forever. So, again, the Most High is the Ancient of Days. Before time was even in existence, he was there. Okay, because who is the creator of time? The Heavenly Father. He was there before time. All right, and that time is a representation of existence. Okay, because without time, okay, nothing can be in existence. All right, but he was before time and before existence. Okay, these are things that are really hard to ponder on, but it's just like, how can you not worship after this power? Okay, there's nothing above the Most High. All right, and again, that's That's pride, okay? Sirach 10 and 12. For the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High. That's pride. That's a demon, okay? And all these idols of the world, all right, you know, these charmers, these palm readers, these astrologers, these witches, you know, there's nothing they can do, all right, to stop the will of the Heavenly Father. And this world is getting ready to learn the hard way, okay? Getting ready to learn the hard way, all right? And it's going to be a beautiful thing, all right, because that's what we say, call halal YAHAWASHI, all right? But hey, Lord's one is edifying, and as always, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.